Happy Monday and welcome to the John DeVito Show. It was a beautiful weekend here in Massachusetts. Both days up near 60 degrees, and we get a chance to get out and enjoy being outdoors. And I'll tell you, one of the things that really gets me depressed at this time of year is number one, it getting dark like it does at this time of year. If you live in Massachusetts or New England, you know about, and we actually did that on Saturday night. So this has to be one of my least favorite times of the year, where it starts getting dark literally at like 4:15 in the afternoon here in Massachusetts. So for me, Sunday, yesterday was a really long day. It just it seemed like by the time it was like 4 in the afternoon, it seemed like it was already like 10 o'clock at night. But both days we had beautiful weather despite rolling the clock back. And we got to go out and take some walks. My wife and I went on a few walks. We went out with the dog. We had just a really good weekend of being outside. And we spent some time away from technology. Now, it's in today's day and age, man, it's so hard to get time away from the screen. And I don't care what the screen is. It could be your television, binge watching Netflix all day. It could be your phone. Maybe you're addicted to social media. It could be your iPhone or your Droid because you have work that you have to do and you're just looking at that phone all the time. And I swear, being on social media, being on your phone, checking out whatever it is, work, watching Netflix, it's addictive. It's addictive. You end up wasting hours on end, if not days on end sometimes, just sitting in front of whatever screen you have and just missing out on life. And, this life is short. When I was younger, I used to squander time a little bit more than I do now. And being that I'm a little bit older now, in my mid-50s, I'm starting to realize that hourglass is getting a little bottom heavy, in my life. And I think about, do I want to spend a whole day just sitting on the couch watching TV or watching Netflix? Now, I will admit that on Saturday, I did spend a little bit of time in the morning binge watching with my wife. I will admit this, and I may lose my man card for this, but we were binging Lifetime. Now, I know, I'm going to take some heat for this. Lifetime, really? If you are laughing right now or making fun of me, have you ever spent time watching Lifetime movies? I swear to God, with the exception of like Halloween, Terrifier, Silence of the Lambs, you have never seen such psychotic movies in your entire life as what you see on Lifetime. It's just crazy. We ended up we got stuck on killing cheerleader movies. So there was like, it kind of surprised me there were so many movies based on people killing cheerleaders. But anyway, we watched like a few in a row, and then we were, basically both drooling, and we had to shut the TV off, get outside, and go for a walk. I mean, there are some days where you need to just sit on the couch, recharge, relax, and shut out the outside world. I get that. But if you're doing it all day, every day, and all night, every night, you're missing your life. I mean, you're sitting in front of the television, watching Netflix. You're on social media all day, playing games, whatever it may be, doing work on your phone. You need to get away from it. And again, I guess if you're listening to me, I guess I'm part of the problem. You're listening to a podcast. But at least, when you're listening to a podcast, you might be out going for a walk, driving in your car, doing something. And hopefully it's a podcast that enhances your life in some way whatsoever, or at least is entertaining. I hope mine is maybe one of those or a couple of those anyway for you. So if it isn't, I apologize. But listen, I came up with a list. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't come up with a list. I found a list from thegoodtrade.com. Now, there are 99 things on here. I'm not going to discuss all of these because I can't. But I'm going to rip through these and maybe make some comments about some of the ones that resonate with me. Now, these are some things you could do if you don't know what to do. If you're sitting home and you're on your phone and you're like, all right, what am I going to do? I'm just vegging out, reading Facebook, reading about like how little, Johnny has the perfect life with all of his friends, and I'm sitting here by myself. You know how that goes. It makes you feel bad about yourself. And I think that honestly in life, I think that's one of the problems we have with young people and adults, where you're looking on social media and seeing how perfect everyone's life looks, how full their life looks, and it makes you feel empty about your life. And it's not true. It's all a facade. It's all fake. But it doesn't change the fact that that's how it makes us feel sometimes. So I think it's important for us to all Put down that phone and live your life every now and then. All right, so let me rip through this list. I'm going to talk about a couple of them, but I want to read off the list to give you some ideas if you're struggling with getting out of the house. These are some things you can do to get away from Netflix, to get away from your phone, to get away from social media. All right, so here we go. Have a mani-pedi date. All right, that's not high on my list, but hey, that's number 99. Try out a new restaurant with a loved one. Great idea. I love going to new restaurants. Go on a hike or walk with a friend or family member. Have phone-free date with your partner. Now, that one's huge. I love it when I go out to a restaurant and you have two people that are out having a romantic dinner and they're both on their phones, probably posting about how they're out having a romantic dinner. Put your damn phone away. And if you can't put your phone away, leave it in the car. You don't need it while you're at the restaurant, right? So put the damn phone away and enjoy your date with your partner. All right, go to the park and people watch. I always love that. That's fun. Bake something and bring it to a neighbor or a friend. Nice idea. Then you're opening up that personal connection with people. Have a conversation with a barista at your local coffee shop. Usually they're pretty busy, but I do like going to one of my local coffee shops. My daughter got me into kind of expensive coffee, unfortunately. I was always cheap with my coffee, but now I love this coffee, and I'm paying like $6 for a cup of coffee. And again, I know there are a lot of people listening to me from Massachusetts. If you haven't been to Bria in Holden, Massachusetts, oh my God, the coffee is to die for. And they don't pay me for this, so this is just a free plug because I love their coffee. So, all right, host a game night with friends, write a letter or note to a loved one, strike up conversation with your partner, your roommate, your parents, if you live with others. Actually talk. Don't text. Talk in person. Do your makeup just for fun. I could use that, but I don't wear makeup. Make a cup of tea, and don't scroll while the water's boiling. Exactly. Draw a tarot card or spread. I don't know how to do that, but for those that enjoy that, cool. Diffuse essential oils or light some incense. I do like incense. Watch a YouTube video to learn something new, but that kind of defeats the purpose of putting down the phone. So I disagree with number 84 on this list. All right, make a vision board or a mood board. I like that. That's kind of cool. Planning for your future. Foam roll tired muscles. Now, I kind of like that idea. And if you have like a spouse, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever, maybe you can participate and get some foam rolling going between the two of you. And who knows where that leads, right? All right. But yeah, I'm in an interesting mood today. Take a nap. Good one. As I get older, I like my old man naps in the afternoon. Sunbathe outside, preferably with your clothes on, unless you have a really secluded backyard. Apply body lotion all over is number 79. I mean, I don't know about this one. I mean, am I supposed to do that like by myself in my home, putting body lotion all over myself? I don't know about that. I mean, maybe if it's an activity with a partner, that might be fun, but I'm not going to sit home and put body lotion all over myself. So I may have to skip past that one and move on to the next one. Number 78, take a bath. I do like to take baths. Number 77, paint your nails. Good for the ladies, not necessarily for me or anybody else that might want to paint their nails. Just not my thing. Cut or file your nails. My wife says that I need to do that more often, especially with my toes. So I'm working on that. Meditate, good one. Do a face mask. Believe it or not, I actually had a facial once. I went to a place and had it done. It was amazing. My face had never felt better after that facial that I had. I only did it once. So, all right, other things. Go out and roller skate or rollerblade. Good idea. Get busy, get exercise. Jump rope. Dance to your favorite song. Lift weights if you have some. Get back into an exercise routine. Play catch. Hula hoop. I haven't seen many people hula hooping lately, but hey, why not? Bring it back, right? Head outside and draw some hopscotch. Okay, that might be more for kids. I'm not really looking to get into hopscotch, but hey, I'll come out and watch you do it. Go on the treadmill, elliptical, stationary bike if you have one. Now, in bad weather, I would agree, but if you have the opportunity, go out and actually go for a real walk out in nature. Ride your bike. Do something outside and take the nature in. It's relaxing. It just feels good to be out there. Okay, do crunchers or pull-ups. I'm not much of a crunchers guy. I'll probably pass on that one. And obviously my lack of abs shows that. Do 10 push-ups. I did 10 push-ups a couple of weeks ago, and I think I needed 3 days to recover after that. So I need to work back into my push-up routine. Stretch or practice yoga. As an old guy, I kind of want to do this more often. I would like to practice yoga because it's good for balance and good for people as they get older. So I do like the idea of stretching, remaining flexible, and then practicing yoga. All right, now here's cleaning around the house. I'm not crazy about these things, but it does get you active, and you have a clean house when you're done. So clean the kitchen sink, clean out the fridge, dust the shelves. It doesn't sound like fun, but it's on the list. Make a weekly or monthly to-do list. I have those all the time. I have a daily to-do list. Clean out your purse or your wallet. Clean the shower. Clean your bed sheets. God, this is awful. This sounds like my wife is lecturing me. Clean your desk or your workspace. Mend clothing that has a hole in it. Yeah, I do actually know how to sew. I learned that in middle school, and they actually taught people how to sew back when I was in school. I'm actually decent at sewing, and I can even use a sewing machine. Organize your closet by color. I don't have OCD, so I'll pass on that. Go through your closet and choose items to donate. I do that often. If I haven't worn clothes in a while, I like to clear out my closet and donate it to St. Vincent de Paul or someplace that helps people that maybe struggle with clothes. That's a really good thing to do. Make quick picked vegetables, okay? Meal prep ingredients you like to use, cook rice, chop up broccoli, or cook dry beans. Cook a nice meal. My wife likes to do that. I'm not much of a cook. She's a really good cook, so we enjoy doing that. I enjoy eating while she cooks or after she cooks. Write a grocery list, and my wife did that yesterday. Vacuum. I actually don't hate vacuuming. It's something I don't mind. Water the plants. We don't have plants because we kill them all, so we don't have to do that. Make the bed. I don't think I've made the bed once since I've lived here. Just not my thing. Empty the dishwasher. Yeah, I do that pretty regularly. Set a timer and tidy for 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes? We have 4 kids and a dog. We need like an hour minimum just to kind of clean up the disaster that our house usually is. All right. How about some activities to do outside of the house? Go to a workout class. Go hiking. Go to a gym. Go on a bike ride. Pop outside for some fresh air. Run an errand. Volunteer. Go to a farmer's market. That's always fun. Window shop, but don't go in because I am terrible when it goes into a shop. If I see something I like, I buy it. I'm the worst person to go shopping with. I have no filter of preventing myself from buying. I need to go with my wife because she's frugal and she tells me no. Okay, go on a long walk. Go on a short walk. I actually went on a long walk today with my dog. It felt great. All right, other things you could do. Browse job openings. Maybe you'll find your next career. Find a pen pal, and not an email pal, a pen pal, right back and forth. I like that idea. Write up a bucket list. Great thing to do, especially for someone like me who's getting a little bit older. Check those things off the bucket before you kick the bucket. Watch a show or a movie and stay engaged with it. But again, that's screen time. So, I wanted to get away from the screen. I watch enough movies. I've literally killed Netflix and I'm moving on to other platforms because there's nothing left for me there. So I need to watch less TV. Make a music playlist. I like that. Learn or practice a second language. I've been trying that and I am not good at it. I took French in school and I'm terrible. I've been trying to learn Spanish and I'm not good at that either, but I'll keep trying. Bake something. Play a video game. That's more screen time. Nix the video games. Play with your dog, cat, or other pet. Love that idea. Do a Sudoku. I've never done one of those, but why not if you like that? Do a crossword. I like those. Play solitaire. Listen to a podcast. That is an amazing use of your time. And I would encourage you to listen to all 430 whatever podcasts of mine. Some are good, some not so good, but sit back and enjoy. I got plenty of them to listen to. Read a book. Read a newspaper or magazine article. Keep them lying around to encourage casual reading instead of phone scrolling. And I'm actually scrolling as I do this right now. Learn some simple origami. I don't even know what that means, so I'm going to move on. Maybe you can educate me. Send me an email to let me know what origami is. I don't even know what it is. Color in an adult coloring book. Yeah, hard pass on that. Make your own candles. Scrapbook. Choreograph a dance. Not really my thing, but if you like to dance, sounds like a good plan. Play an instrument if you play. Write journal entries, even if it's only a couple of sentences about what you did today. Sing a song. Start a simple DIY project like painting a dresser or a table. Pick up embroidery or cross-stitching. That's not for me, but it could be for some. Learn how to crochet. I'll pass on that one. Knit. I will pass also. Write a poem. Paint or draw a picture. All right. That was a long list. 99 things that you can do if you need some time away from your phone, need some time away from your TV. The bottom line is, get out there and live your life. We only have a finite amount of time on this planet. We only have a finite amount of time on this life, and we all need downtime. Spending time on the phone is acceptable. Spending time in front of the TV, sometimes you need to do that. But I'm reading an article here, and this is on explodingtopics.com, where it says, on average, people spend 3 hours and 15 minutes on their phones per day. Individuals check their phones an average of 58 times a day. Honestly, I think that's life. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if a lot of people are actually on their phones 4, 5, 6 hours per day. And if you think about how much time you're wasting, if you're wasting, 5 hours, 6 hours a day, that's almost 40 hours in a given week. So I mean, you're wasting 2 days or so a week, a day and a half per week, I mean, you're wasting a lot of time in your life. So if you could cut down the 3 or 4 hours down to maybe like an hour per day, think of how much more time you would have to actually go out and interact with people. And that's one of the things now that's become a lost art. We're supposedly connected so much in so many different ways right now, but I think we're more disconnected than we've ever been. When you see a group of young people in a room, they're all on their phones. They don't even know how to communicate in a group. We would go every Sunday to my grandparents' house and we would sit and we would converse with people. And I think that today, even me, where I grew up in that atmosphere, it's hard to sit in a room and converse with people because we're so busy having that phone in your hand. And, social media likes on Facebook are not the same. Texting people are not the same. And if you can't meet in person, maybe pick up the phone and actually have a conversation with someone. Because I think we really need to have those personal connections amongst all of us, as opposed to just looking at a screen and being a zombie and taking in everything that's given to us, because it just is depressing all of us. It's depressing America. It's depressing the world. And I think that's part of the reason why we have such a problem with social emotional learning these days, because people are just not connecting. So I'm going to keep this short. I'm at 16 minutes right now. Hopefully this gives you some ideas to put down that screen, get away from the television, and get out there and live your life. Enjoy your life. There's a lot to do out there, and just try to live it to the best of your ability. So put down the phone, live your life. I love all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, and thank you for tuning into the John DeVito Show. And if you happen to like my shows, please share it with a friend. Okay, take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.